Good morning, dear students. I am Dr. Gauri Patil, Assistant Professor at Department of Physics from Arts, Science and Commerce College, Ramananda Nagar, Burli. Students, in today's lecture, we will discuss chapter Viscosity of BSc second year, paper number 6, Waves and Optics. Students, in last lecture, we have discussed about the viscosity. We derived the Portugese formula and discuss about the Portugese apparatus. Now, in this lecture, we will discuss about the lubricants. So, what is mean by lubricants? So, students, what is mean by lubricant? So, I will tell you. Lubricant is the material in which introduced in between moving surfaces so as to reduce the friction and allow smooth movement is called as the lubricant. So, students, here look at this figure. So, here there are these two moving surfaces, okay? This is 1 and this is 2. It means these two are the moving surfaces and there is one space in between these two surfaces, okay? Means when these two surfaces are moving or gliding on each other, then what happens? Because of that there is a friction, okay? Because of this movement there is a friction is happening. So to avoid this friction, what we do? We introduce some liquid or some lubricant to avoid this friction. So this is the lubricant. Lubricant is a material which is introduced in between the moving surfaces so as to reduce the friction and allow smooth movement is called as the lubricant. So dear students, I will repeat again. Lubricant is the material. So here this part is filled with the lubricant to avoid or to reduce the friction between these two moving surfaces. So this is the lubricant. Then what is the purpose of lubrication? Why we need lubrication? So there are so many reasons. So there is a purpose of lubrication. First is the lubrication reduces friction between the moving surfaces or rolling pairs. Means whenever there are two moving surfaces and because of that this rolling of these pairs or rolling of these moving surfaces, there is a friction, and to reduce this friction we use the lubrication. Then again, lubricants also acts as a coolant carrying heat away from the sliding surfaces. Means whenever two moving surfaces are gliding on each other, so because of that there is a production of heat, and to minimize this heat, lubrication acts as a coolant there. So for cooling purpose there is a use of lubrication. Then by lubrication we keep the moving surfaces separated by a fluid of some definite property. So these all are the purposes of the lubrications. First is it reduce the friction, it acts a cooling, means because of that there is a minimization of the heat which is produced by rolling of two surfaces, and which keep the moving surfaces separated by a fluid of some defined property. So students, now in next slide we will discuss about the types of the lubrication. Means what are the types of the lubrication? Mainly there are 4 types of the lubrication. First is the hydrodynamic lubrication or thick film lubrication. So what are the types of the lubrication? First one is the hydrodynamic lubrication or thick film lubrication. Second is hydrostatic lubrication, and third is boundary lubrication or thin film lubrication, and fourth is extreme pressure lubrication. So considering the nature of motion between moving or sliding surfaces, there are these 4 types of the lubrication. Once again I will repeat: hydrodynamic lubrication, hydrostatic lubrication, boundary lubrication, and extreme pressure lubrication. So these all are the types of the lubrication. Then we will move towards the lubricant properties. Means what are the various lubricant properties? So first is the high boiling point and low freezing point. Means why there is a need of this high boiling point and low freezing point? In order to stay liquid within a wide range of temperature. So because first property of the lubricant is a high boiling point and high freezing point. Means lubricant have high boiling point and low freezing point. Then lubricant have high viscosity index. Then it has hydraulic stability. It has corrosion frequency and it has high resistance to oxidation. So all these are the properties of lubricants, means high boiling point, low freezing point, high viscosity index, hydraulic stability, corrosion prevention and high resistance to oxidation. All these are the properties of the lubricants. So dear students, after this property and uses and various methods of the lubricants, here we will solve some problems which are come into this chapter. So we will solve some problems. Here students, look at here. Here is one problem on the viscosity. First is, if the water is escaping from cistern by a way of horizontal capillary tube of 0.1 meter long and 0.4 mm in a diameter. What is the horizontal capillary tube which having length 0.1 meter and diameter is a 0.4 mm and which is at a distance of 0.5 m below the free surface of water in the cistern. So calculate the rate at which the water is escaping. Means here given value are what? Here given values are eta, which is 1 into 10 raised to minus 3 Newton second per meter square, and the density of water is 1000 kilogram per meter. Okay, so these two are the given value. And here what we have to calculate here? We have to calculate the rate at which the water is escaping. So students, we will solve this equation. First we have here given value. So we will solve this. Yes. First we have L is equal to how much? L is equal to 0.1. Okay. L is equal to 0.1. Here given 0.1, which is in meter. Then radius, diameter is given by 0.4 mm. So diameter is half of radius, half of diameter. Okay. Then we will calculate the radius by dividing 2. Then we get radius 0.2 mm. Means if we convert this mm into meter, 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. Means here student, this is L is 0.1 meter and diameter is 0.4. So we get radius 0.2 mm, which is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. Then we have given eta. Eta is what? Eta is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 3 Newton second per meter square. And rho is equal to 1000 kilogram per meter cube. So here the difference of pressure between the two ends of the capillary tube is 0.5 mm. Here the difference between difference of pressure between the two ends of the capillary tube, which is 0.5 m. So we put here P is equal to 0.5 m of water column. Okay, water column. Then means 0.5 m means 0.5 into 1000 into 9.81, which is equal to how much? 4905 Newton per meter square. Okay, this value is in 0.5 meter. So we convert it into Newton per meter square. Now we will calculate the rate at which the water escape. Means here we have to calculate the rate at which the water is escaping. Okay, so therefore the rate at which the water escapes. So which is given by, we have formula from the Poiseuille's equation, V is equal to pi P a raised to 4 upon 8 eta L. So by putting all these equation, we having all value P, eta, rho, eta, A and L. So we put all this value inside this equation. We will get like this. Pi is equal to 3.412 into P is equal to 4905 into A is how much? A having value 0.2, means 2 into 10 raised to minus 4. So here we will write 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 raised to 4 divided by 8 NL, 8 eta L. 8 eta is 0.1, L is 0.1, or eta is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 3. So finally here we get what? 3.142 into 4905 into here fourth power of that 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 is 2's 4, 16 into fourth power of 4 minus 16. Here we write like this. Here 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 raised to 4, which is 16 into 10 raised to minus raised to 16. And here we solve this. 8 into 0.1 into 1 into 10 raised to minus 3. I will write directly 10 into 10 raised to minus 4. So I can write here 3.142 into 4905 into 2 into 10 raised to minus 12. Okay. Then finally I get the value 3.0823 into 10 raised to minus 8. And what is unit for this value? V, cubic meter per second. So this is the rate at which the water will escape. So this is the rate. Means here we get finally answer V is equal to 3.0823 into 10 raised to minus 8 into 10 raised to minus 8 cubic meter per second. So dear students, this is the one example from this chapter, and now we will move towards the next problem. So we will take another problem from this chapter. We will take another second example. So there is another problem here. In horizontal tube, here there is another problem. In a horizontal tube of 4 kilometer long. How much long? 4 kilometer long, and radius 0.04 meter, and water flows at the rate of 0.02 cubic meter per second against the viscous resistance, and the pressure difference required to maintain the flow is 7.956 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter square. And here we have to calculate the coefficient of viscosity of water. So dear students, here we solve this we solve this example. Okay, solution of this problem is, yes, here we have what are the given values. First one is L, and which is L is what? L is equal to 4 kilometer. Okay, we have value of L which is 4 kilometer. If L is in 4 kilometer, then in meter we convert it 4 into 10 raised to how much? 3. Okay. Then radius which is 0.04. This is the radius. So we will put R is equal to 0.04 meter. Then rate of flow which is given by V which is 0.02. Okay, the rate of flow which is given by 0.02, here 0.02 meter cubic meter per second. So I can write like meter cubic per second. Okay, so here L is equal to 4 kilometer, which is 4 into 10 raised to 3 meter. R is equal to 0.04 meter, and rate of flow which is V which is 0.02 meter cube per second, and pressure difference. Okay, then again here pressure difference is how much? Pressure difference is, where is the pressure difference? Pressure difference is 7.9 into that much of pressure difference, 7.956 into 10 raised to 4 Newton per meter. Okay, so pressure difference P which is given by 7.956 into 10 raised to 4 how much? Newton per meter square. Newton per meter square. So we have the Poiseuille's formula. What is the Poiseuille's formula? We have Poiseuille's formula. What is the Poiseuille's formula? Eta is equal to pi p a raised to 4 upon 8 LV. So dear students, we put all the values inside this equation and calculate. Here we get from the example L R V P, and we have formula eta is equal to pi p a raised to 4 upon 8 LV. So by putting all these inside this equation, pi is equal to 3.142, p is equal to 7.956 into 10 raised to 4 into a is equal to 0.04 raised to 4. Then 8 LV. Okay, 8 L is 4 and V is 0.02. Okay students, so you try to solve this by using calculator. Here this multiply by this and the 10 raised. Okay, so here we get 29.9977 into 3 into 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 raised to 4. And here all this 8 LV. Okay, 8 L is 4 into 10 raised to 3. So I put here remaining 10 raised to 3 here. Okay, by mistake I forget to write here 10 raised to 3. So here all this is how much? So this, okay, 640. So you try to calculate this and this. Finally you will get into 10 raised to minus 2. So we can write this like eta is equal to 1.17 into 10 raised to minus 3 Newton second per meter square. So dear student, This is the value of what? We have to calculate the coefficient of viscosity of water, and here we get the coefficient of viscosity of water, which is 1.17 into 10 raised to minus 3 Newton second per meter square. So dear students, here now we will stop here, and in next lecture we will start the new point from the waves and optics. Okay dear students, we will stop here and we will meet soon. Thank you very much.